It's finally game day. The long, eventful offseason is finally over, and today the Chicago Bears take on the Green Bay Packers at Soldier Field. It's not just the start of the 2023 regular season, though, it's the start of a new era in this rivalry. The Green Bay Packers have a new quarterback, but the Chicago Bears have a completely remade roster and high hopes. The Bears are entering year 3 of Justin Fields and spent the entire offseason surrounding him with talent. The Packers will have a new starting quarterback for the first time since 2008. That is the season that Rodgers took over for Brett Favre, and even with Rodgers throwing for 4,000 yards and 28 touchdowns in his first year as a starter, the team still took a step back, going 6-10. It wasn't until Rodgers' second year that the Packers became winners. Today I want to preview this exciting matchup and give you my key to the game. Let's get right into it. The Packers lost star safety Adrian Amos in the offseason. They will also be without starting cornerback Eric Stokes for this matchup as well. Stokes got hurt last season, and with Stokes on the field, the Packers allowed only 181 passing yards per game. Without Stokes, they allowed over 230 yards a game. That secondary has been weakened. Adrian Amos is gone, and Stokes will not be playing today. On top of that, star pass rusher Rashawn Gary is recovering from a torn ACL. He is expected to play, but only limited snaps. He shouldn't be effective as normal, but is still a tough matchup for Darnell Wright. On offense, though, Christian Watson is out. He is their leading receiver. Their other starter, Romeo Doubs, is also listed as questionable. He got in limited practices on Thursday and Friday. He is expected to play, but should be on a snap count. Watson is their home run threat, though, and they averaged less than 14 points a game without him last season, and that was with Aaron Rodgers at QB. This should give the Bears secondary a major advantage over the Packers' passing attack. The Bears secondary against Jordan Love, Romeo Doubs, Samori Toure, Dontavian Wicks, and Luke Musgrave. The Packers have young weapons with some potential, but on paper they should be overmatched by Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, Eddie Jackson, and Tyreek Stevenson. Where the Packers have an advantage, though, is in the run game, and they should lean on that. They have a good offensive line and a great 1-2 punch at running back with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. The key to the game for the Chicago Bears is stopping this run game. We were bottom of the entire NFL against the run last season, and Poles brought in a lot of new players to fix that. We have yet to see the full product on the field together, as multiple starters missed time in camp and preseason, so some growing pains are expected. On paper at least, though, the Bears seem to have an edge here. Unlike the Packers, we are entering the game relatively healthy. The only regular starter who will not be suiting up is Tevin Jenkins. The rest of the team seems close to full strength. Another interesting note here is in DJ Moore's 2 games against Jair Alexander in this Packers secondary, he has over 250 yards. He's torched them with average QB play. DJ Moore is a game breaker, but my X factor for today is Chase Claypool. Keep an eye out for this guy. I think he's going to make some plays. For the Bears today, I want to see balance on offense, not only establishing the run, but Justin Fields lighting up this pass defense. I say our first couple of drives are important. I want to get some points on the board early. We played the Packers tough in our last matchup. They ended up winning 28-19, but they were down 16-10 at halftime and 19-10 entering the fourth quarter. The Bears defense blew the game. Green Bay scored 18 unanswered in the fourth quarter to beat us. Rodgers led the team back, and Christian Watson scored the final touchdown to put us away. Rodgers is gone now, and Christian Watson is out today. Justin Fields enters this season with more talent on offense than he's had at any time at the NFL level. My expectations are sky high, and anything short of a win today will be disappointing, period. This is just one game, we all know that, but Packer games are more important for Bears fans. After Rodgers I own you comments, this entire team should be ready to roll today. I think taking some deep shots down the field early to DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, and even Mooney should all happen, as this Packers secondary is a question mark without Adrian Amos and with Stokes missing, plus DJ Moore's had a lot of success against Jair Alexander. I will be live on YouTube covering the game today. Stop in and say hi if you want. I am predicting a Bears win. My score prediction is just a number that I've been feeling for a while now. 27-17 Bears. A couple matchups to watch in the trenches. I'm really going to be watching Darnell Wright in his first action, and I want to see how much better Braxton Jones looks at left tackle after his offseason in the weight room. How our offensive line plays today is going to be key in determining whether or not we win. And then on the defensive side of the ball, are we going to be able to get pressure on Jordan Love? How are these new defensive ends, Yannick Ngakoue and DeMarcus Walker, going to play? What about the rookie defensive tackles? And then can all of the changes stop the run? The biggest key of the game is stopping that Packers run game. If you guys want some guides on who to root for in the early matchups, the biggest game is I'm going to be watching the Falcons-Panthers. We want the Falcons to beat the Panthers. We are rooting against the Panthers all season long. Just in case anyone doesn't remember, we have their first round pick next year, so every game they lose improves that first round draft order and where we will be picking with that pick. So we want the Falcons or Saints to win that division. Speaking of the Saints, you can also root for them to win as well. They're playing the Titans, and then the Vikings, our division rival, are playing at home against the Bucks. I don't see the Vikings losing that game, but if the Bucks and Baker Mayfield could pull off an upset, I would feel really bad for my man Penguin, but it would help us out in the NFC North standings. Let me know how hyped you guys are in the comments. Let me know your score predictions or thoughts as well. Please remember to hit that like button for me, and until next time, bear down.
You know, people hate Green Bay. I hate Green Bay. So, I can't wait. You know, they didn't get to see me last year. They're gonna get to see me this year, though.
Is he the worst quarterback in the NFL, or is he the second worst quarterback?
No. They're
He's bad. He's terrible.
Watch the Cardinals on Sunday. I'll show you a worse quarterback.
He's bad. I think he's my least favorite quarterback since the Jacksonville Jaguars trotted out homeboy that was in a playoff game, and I couldn't believe he was like their quarterback.
Blake Bortles?
Oh my God, Blake Bortles is better than just. Oh my God, if the Bears had Blake Bortles, I'd be more scared than who they have right now. Seriously.
Yeah, we icy. We going for that ring. We about to go golf. Let's go to the swing. So, yeah.